Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. A Queens Medical Center doctor who works in the hospital's COVID unit was the first person in Hawaii to get the new Pfizer vaccine since it was approved for emergency use in the U.S. last week. Dr. Lester Moorhead said he was honored and he encouraged others to get the vaccine as well. Hawaii received its first delivery of COVID vaccines Monday, raising hopes that this will be a turning point in the pandemic, which has sickened nearly 20,000 people and killed 274 in the islands. The Queens Medical Center received a shipment of 975 doses of Pfizer's vaccine, and another 3,900 doses are expected to arrive Wednesday, and about 45,000 more by the end of the month. Another 36,000 doses of the Moderna vaccine are also expected by year's end. That vaccine is awaiting approval from the federal government, which is expected by the end of this week. Hawaii Public Schools Superintendent Christina Kishimoto says teachers will be furloughed an average of 1 day a month starting January 4th to help cope with the state budget shortfall. Governor David Ige has called for 2 furlough days a month, but Kishimoto says she wants to minimize the loss of instructional time for students. Department of Education employees who work 10 months a year, including teachers and school librarians, would be furloughed an average of 1 day a month under her plan. 12-month employees, including principals and office staff, would be furloughed an average of 2 days a month. Public employee unions have cried foul over the proposed furloughs. The Hawaii State Teachers Union and the Hawaii Government Employees Association say their contracts have no clauses to cover furloughs. Hawaii health officials today reported 57 new coronavirus infections statewide, bringing the total since the start of the pandemic to 19,480 cases. The state's official coronavirus-related death toll remains at 274, with no new deaths reported today. Today's new statewide infection cases reported by the health department include 35 on Oahu, 10 on the Big Island, 8 on Maui, and 4 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside the state. The statistics released today reflect the new cases reported to the department on Sunday. The number of infections reported today are significantly lower than in recent days, but new infection cases from Sundays are often the lowest of the week because of reduced testing result data. Hawaii health officials also said today that more than 1,400 cases are considered currently active in the islands. The National Weather Service has once again warned of coastal flooding around the Hawaiian Islands due to a combination of high tides and higher than predicted ocean water levels. Forecasters issued a special weather statement today saying that nuisance coastal flooding is expected over the next few days, particularly during high tides in the early morning hours. This flooding may cause some minor coastal erosion and saltwater inundation of low-lying roads, docks, and boat ramps. This week's weather forecast, meanwhile, calls for more showers throughout the state from Wednesday through Thursday night, including possible thunderstorms and heavy rain for Maui and Hawaii Island. Trade winds will be 10 to 20 miles per hour, but may get stronger by the end of the week. Finally, state officials say that the Diamond Head State Monument will reopen to the public Thursday after a 9-month closure due to the pandemic. The reopening will come with significant changes that include occupancy limits on the popular Diamond Head hiking trail. People will also have to wear masks in the park and practice physical distancing. The park will open from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thursdays through Sundays, except Christmas Day and New Year's Day. But Diamond Head will be closed on Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. Before the pandemic, the park was open 7 days a week and about 3,000 people had visited the Diamond Head every day. The current entrance fee is $10 for non-commercial vehicles and $5 for non-residents, while parking and entry is free for Hawaii residents. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, and we'll see you tomorrow.